In 2012, when I got back from a family vacation in Disneyland, I was met with by two owners of HAZTECH, and it was like lunchtime on the day that I returned, and I was needing a vacation from the vacation I had just taken. And both of them informed me that in less than a month, I was to be the help to close down a 17-year-old company, HAZTECH Environmental Services, and the both of them were splitting up as friends, as brothers in arms, and as business partners. It was going into all the news stations as a press release, Pacific Business News, and this was a catastrophic blow because in my mind and all the other employees' minds who were top level, we had grown to take on two warehouses. We grew so big to where we had to take over the next guy's bay and his yard and everything else, and we were buying trucks. We all had our own offices. We didn't work in one room anymore. And I truly believe that that was one of the things that I disagreed upon, was separating out owners from hearing the buzz that goes on in the office, because when you work in a Google setting where everyone is just hearing each other and working and they're communal, and it's like you have the camaraderie and the momentum and the frequency flowing, you are all on the same page. And it was when we split up and started to segregate and put people here and there is when we started to not, the communication died, and then there became two sides of the company where that's where the opposing was, right? Where one side was one side. So I went through a serious decision where I decided to stay with the owner that became Oasis and leave the other company that I knew I was not aligned with. And even though I had mortgages to pay and everything else, it was a decision I had to make to go with the person who I believed I worked well with. And so we went, and at that time he was willing to do anything for me because of course we were both needing each other's help to make sure that we would keep it going. And it was then that I spoke about his behavior at the prior company, and that the employee relations and everything else should really be through me, because he was having issues personally with his family, his son, and his other parts of the family. And I said, listen, let me just take over. You still get paid. And he did it, but he always crept back in, which is what caused the chaos and everything else. And so that I'll leave out, but I will say that we had to start over. So we went from zero income, leaving the one company with assets, and having to go set up camp at another location, which was quite the endeavor because